impact is on the ground, the destruction continues. And with the bombings that are on, Hamas is now claiming that Israeli forces targeted an Orthodox church in central Gaza Strip. A child and a woman were reportedly killed in this airstrike on the church. Medical teams have evacuated the victims from under the rubble of the surrounding buildings too. But post the attack on the church, the Hamas has released a statement. They are claiming that the bombing of the Gaza church has left a number of casualties among the members of the Christian community who were taking shelter and refuge in that church. Palestine has also demanded international community and Council of Church across the globe to strongly condemn the incident and stop this aggression by Israel, as they are claiming, against places of worship and the defenseless civilians. So remember, with the bombings that are currently on, I want to go across and now Gaurav Sawant is joining me from Tel Aviv in Israel. Gaurav, because you've been on both sides of the border, you're also reporting from West Bank. There is, after the reports that were coming in of the hospital, now there is shock over the Gaza church also that's being bombed. But what about, Israel has been claiming that Hamas is sheltering terror groups also in areas that will also have civilians. What sort of information are you getting on this?
After the Greek Orthodox Church was targeted, the Palestinian authorities are blaming Israel for it. Israel, of course, says it does not target either hospitals or schools or sensitive locations. It has not targeted any of these locations, even at a time when Israel has accused Hamas of using places very close to either a hospital or schools, generally a no-go area for Israeli Defense Forces, to mount rocket and missile attacks on Israel and targeting Israeli civilians. So this war of words and information war is only set to intensify. But at another level, there is intensification of conflict at multiple levels. For example, while the Israeli forces are fighting Hamas terrorists at the Gaza Strip, there's also action being taken against Hamas activists and terrorists at the West Bank. More than 60 have been taken into custody in the past 24 hours at the West Bank. There's also an increase in operations at the Lebanon border. At the Lebanon border, it's not just small arms and machine guns, but now artillery fire is taking place. Locations from where Hezbollah terrorists have targeted the Israeli communication centers, radar stations, military posts using anti-tank missiles. Israel is using heavy artillery in those areas. So very, very clearly, this war is intensifying amidst reports that the rebels in Yemen fired missiles in the direction of Israel, but those missiles were intercepted by US warships. So very clearly, Israel is now fighting a war at multiple fronts, including in the information domain. So there is trench warfare on ground, there is artillery warfare that's taking place, and then there is also virtual trench warfare for mind space, the information war that is intensifying.